We've seen answers to prayer. We've seen thousands come to Christ. We've seen tens of millions reached.
The people who come in from the outside often remind us that this is nothing short of miraculous.
Attempting to give the gospel to everyone in the world. And the ship is really at the heart of that.
Doulos, the oldest ocean-going passenger ship in the world, and Logos 2, floating cities of ordinary people from more than 50 nations. Some of them professionals, but all of them using their skills for God and world evangelization.
Whenever we sail into a port, it is a beautiful thing to see that people respond to a Christian community. And foremost, this is an international mobile Christian community.
Let go your spring lines and hold your orange line forward and the stern line aft.
Okay, let go the spring line aft.
15 backpass coming up!
Yeah, I really see my work as my ministry.
We're always working, we're always fixing something, changing comments.
I'm working down here in the mess where the deck and engine room people eat.
I like working on deck a lot.
That's why I'm here, to do the work of the Lord.
I'm the official photographer in the Logos 2.
I work on deck, so that means a lot of maintenance.
I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun.
You have to excuse me because we have to open in a few minutes.
Moving from continent to continent, OM ships have visited more than 130 countries around the world. The Caribbean, and the Logos 2 itinerary takes her to Trinidad and Tobago.
We're so glad to be here. We hope that it will be a good visit and we'll bring these goodwill and good books and good works and good people and good news. Thank you. God bless you.
Halfway across the world in Myanmar, formerly Burma, the Doulos is ministering in a very different situation, in a culture heavily steeped in Buddhism. Strong foundations of friendship are being laid in order to nurture greater openness to the gospel. OM Ships Ministry has a clear focus.
It mobilizes people. People actually get going. They see, I can be involved. It is an evangelistic platform. The evangelism takes place. We train people. Aid takes place. We distribute literature. As you might well guess, it all spells metal.
Mobilization is at the heart of the work, as well as the name. At any time, more than 500 ships personnel from over 50 countries are on the move for God. In every port, scores of additional volunteers are recruited, and dozens of local churches are drawn into the action for the gospel. OM Ships always work closely with the local church, and so many activities are aimed at deepening and strengthening those links in order to encourage churches to make their contribution to world evangelization. The ship's conference facilities are ideal for bringing together pastors and ministers from across the denominations in an attempt to mobilize thousands of churches across the world.
We do that not only by giving a challenging message, but also by modeling the call and commitment that we have to Christ in our own lives. We find this is the strongest way to mobilize God's church, is actually to live out what we are teaching.
This might be the first time that we could gather in such a way. I love to see that, pastors, leaders of the church coming together.
Let's go, guys!
At the quayside, the ship becomes a center for evangelism. From there, teams travel far and wide to bring the gospel to towns and villages, prisons and schools.
We're from the Logos 2. Now, I'd just like 2 people to come and help me with this now.
In the very different atmosphere of an island prison, a team from Logos 2 is preparing to share the gospel.
Our aim and our goal and our desire is to communicate that the gospel is not just about head knowledge or doctrine or tradition, but it's actually something that can transform a life, that can change lives. And all of us have experienced this change in different ways.
Along the quayside, there are opportunities to stop by the open-air cinema to view the Jesus film.
Are you the Messiah?
Programs are arranged for all ages. Children are especially welcomed to the latest extravaganza for kids with a clear spiritual message.
Don't worry, keep trusting in me. I'm still in control.
They are such an important audience, and at least 10 million children have visited the ships. Always on the move, always active. As evening falls, preparations are underway for an open-air street drama, always guaranteed to attract plenty of local attention. Back on board, an extensive conference program caters for many audiences, ranging from special programs for women to youth events that can also incorporate some local culture. Training of ship's personnel enables the work of missions to be carried out effectively.
We help them to grow in their spiritual life and also in their personal life.
Formal training is given in many aspects of communication, including creative means of spreading the gospel. But even the whole experience of day-to-day living in an atmosphere that's spiritually alive provides training that shapes lives forever. Love is the key factor that motivates the crews, and so in many ports throughout the world, the ship's personnel bring practical love in the form of aid. This orphanage is benefiting significantly from the team of craftsmen and willing workers sent to make a difference to life for the children. Plumbers, carpenters and electricians have been busy transforming living conditions for these young orphans. Everywhere, the distribution of Christian literature to every culture is a top priority. Throughout the day and into the evenings, the world's largest floating book fairs attract thousands of visitors each day, ranging from committed Christians to those simply hungry for good educational literature.
I think it's good that Logos 2 comes here because there are not much bookstores in Tobago.
I've bought a lot of study guides, Bible study guides, as well as business books. Really, I wanted a Bible.
My pile will be a little bigger by the time I reach the cashier. Those who are not sailing with us, kindly ask you to leave the ship right now.
Not just religion, but really this transformation that Christ can give, a new life, a new heart, a new hope. That's what we really want to share, you know.
I'm not the same person that I was 20 months ago.
I've been here now for just over a year, and during that year I've learned more than I've learned during the rest of my life.
I can look back in past year and I feel a changed person.
And the explanation is, we've got a friend up there. That God is behind this and in this and doing things through a bunch of ordinary people.
I believe that God has given us a fantastic tool, and I believe that overall we have a ministry that has something to say in this world today.